Mark, our first Bristol Street Motors Trophy tie. What are your views going to Tuesday night?
Another game, looking forward to it. We take the cup competition very seriously, so it's a great opportunity for us to continue what I feel has been positive so far.
Talking on the positives, how much positivity did you take from Saturday?
Unbelievable. I thought we were outstanding. In terms of our play, my eyes never lied to me. I think they're the best judge, but from a data and analytical point of view, it was super impressive. And I think, and I keep saying this, with a continuation of those numbers, I think wins are only around the corner.
You touched on it there, but with it being the first group stage game, how much value to put behind the game against Exeter?
It's just every game's a big game. The next game is always the biggest game, but I talk about this to the players a lot. What's your job title? They're like, footballers. No, it's not. You're professional footballers. And it's the same as staff. So we've got a duty to each other, a duty to the club, a duty to the fans, a respect to the competition. You should always go into every game trying to win every game, and we'll certainly be doing that tomorrow.
With that in mind, do you sort of see this as an opportunity for players that may be looking to build up match minutes and put themselves in contention?
It's an opportunity to win the game.
With that in mind, how important is the game in terms of understanding the way you want to try and play and the sort of methods of play and things like that?
My biggest positive since I've been at the club is I have real clarity on who we are and what we're trying to do very, very early. I wouldn't say I've struggled with that before, but I found that difficult at my previous club. Which nobody's fault, by the way. It was just getting to know each other and trying to work on something and quickly realising it wasn't actually conducive to how the squad looked. So in terms of our identity, our philosophy and our DNA, that's been really easy to identify and settle on. It's also having an identity and a belief is one thing, having the players to go and execute it and do it is another. But I've been really comfortable when I look at Chesterfield, Crawley in the cup in particular. Walsall, I sincerely hope and believe, was a complete one-off for multiple reasons. And Saturday again, I think we've got clarity and we've been repetitive in identifying and showing what we're capable of.
You touched on that quite a lot. So how much optimism and hope does that give you with the squad we've got going forwards?
Huge, really positive. Since I've been a head coach, I found losing games tends to be the worst feeling in the world, and winning games tends to be a relief you haven't lost. And I haven't found that since I've been at the club. I'm nothing but optimistic and positive because of what I've seen on the training ground and in the game. So it was a strange feeling for me on Saturday going home. I was quite buoyant. I woke up, I was quite buoyant, I was quite positive. Because of what I've seen, and I've seen too many times already, particularly in training, particularly in games. So we're in a really good place.
So with that in mind, obviously the players will take a lot of confidence given the positive ways you're talking about them and the sort of positive signs that you're seeing from them going forwards.
Yeah, I don't want to swear on camera. I just don't BS people. I think a lot of the best relationships I've had with players is players that haven't actually played for me. And I'd like to think the players that have played for me, I've got a very good relationship. It's because you're honest with them. And I think even giving bad news to people, you can do it in a positive way. But if I thought we were struggling up against it, players weren't running, weren't playing, weren't executing the plans we're trying to do, then I'd always be really honest in how it looks at where we are. But everything I say and everything I talk about is actually stuff I really believe in.
Because we touched on it Saturday, it's still a relatively new group, still building it together. So how important is that honesty and understanding where people are?
I think honesty in life, full stop, is key to any relationship, whether it's with your wife, your son, your teammates, your coaching staff, fans in particular. So that's who I am as a person. I'm not sure everybody's like that. We've got a very open, intelligent, understanding, objective group to work with, and it works both ways, and we get that from the players. I spoke to a manager today actually, who's had quite a slow start to the campaign. And he was saying to me, look, the players are running their socks off. They're doing everything I asked. If I ask them to jump, it's how high type of attitude. And our players are no different than that. And again, with the performance I've seen so far, I can only be upbeat and positive about what I think's coming ahead.
With that in mind, Exeter in League One, what are you expecting from them?
Exeter have a model that they've used for a long time. Before Gary came with Matty in there, very football and orientated, possession-based side, lovely brand of football. I think Gary's done a really good job there. Should be very I'm sure he is very pleased and very proud of the work he's done, especially when I look at last year. They went through a particularly difficult period when a lot of people panic and do different things, and they've shown the faith in Gary, which proves what he's done and what he's capable of. I thought they had a very strong finish to the season, and you look at Saturday, the result at Bolton, outstanding. I mean, Bolton are a really, really impressive side, so to go away and win and play the way they did. And I've been fortunate enough to play against his teams last year, so very good coach, very good manager, real good individuals, real good collective units, and the style is very, very complementary and pleasing on the eye, so another incredibly tough game.
And just finishing on, that's an opportunity for us to sort of push ourselves and test ourselves against League One opposition.
Yeah, and I thought we did that really well against Crawley. I thought, if anything, we deserved to win. But again, it's another game. It doesn't matter who you're playing, whether it's League One, Premier League, League Two, National League. It's another opportunity for us to build on what we're trying to build on.